Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Krabby McCoffee's Coffee Time with Rita. I'm Krabby McCoffee, also known as San Juan Island Prepper, also known as Airy Sky Rita Lee. So as you can see, Chloe closed the door. I told this stupid turd nugget to get off her ass and go and get Moppy taken care of today. This is what she does. She's like, takes my money, steals from me, and does this. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're a comer backer, welcome. So we're going to talk about prepping today. Prepping, and more prepping. But before we start prepping, video talk and coffee, I'm going to ask Chloe nicely why she hasn't gone yet. Moppy is in pain, I think. And I will turn Discord on. Come on, Mom. She kicked me out. Fine. Get in there, Mom. Oh, she's... You tell her. Yeah, that makes sense. So, for some of you preppers out there wondering what's going on in the world of Rita today, well, there is no news. So Higgins, of course, is trying to be a pissmire again. He made me have a bad night. I was having nightmares last night about nuclear war and nuclear explosions and you all perishing due to the fact that you guys didn't prep you. You thought new phones and new computers were more important than your own life. Yeah, I woke up screaming. And then I woke up to realizing Moppy's been with me the whole time. Apparently, my bad night with nightmare included Moppy basically panting all night. So we called the vet this morning when I got up. Actually, I got up around, I think it was like 8 o'clock. I couldn't sleep. Mopp's. So finally, I got Moppin under control. As soon as I woke up, he basically went and slept in Chloe's door. And then, as soon as I put in a movie and I got into about 45 minutes to an hour, he's back out of my bed going... It was like, Mama, my ears bothering me. But yeah, he slept for a while I was doing tobacco on... So anyways, when I was on my nap, when I was up, it was like, oh, Mom's up. I can go to Chloe's bed. And then when I'm at Chloe's bed, it's like, oh, Chloe's sleeping, or whatever. So to me, I was kind of upset at the fact, So one of the things that upset me the most is, is what do we do, right? So Moppy kept me up all night. And then I'm trying to find a temporary repair. Okay, so a lot of you preppers out there, you sit there and, you're all talking about prepping, but as you have Higgins, he's like, oh, are you sure that's the video? The guy lives in doom and gloom. Okay, look, I'm look at other people. They know I'm the real freaking deal, okay? Even though someone messaged me the other day saying I'm a freaking mooch. No, I'm not a mooch, all right? I was joking about gift cards if you like my channel. Of course, it was Easter and, 25 and, then other people emailed and, it was more gift cards. People are like, oh, yeah, this is a great Easter thing. Someone who's actually devoting their time on Easter. That's because I don't have anything to do. However, I'm going to update the prime rib video eventually. This week, I was looking at the ads, right? You guys get a laugh at this, right, as a prepper. So I go through the weekly ads every week, right, as a prepper. I go through the ad, and I'm looking at the ad, and I'm seeing the ad. Sounds good to me. Okay, so my cousin Binky has a sense of humor. Okay, so she takes this picture, right? She says to me, hey, Rita, I found you perfect residence for you. I said, oh, great. When can I move in? It's basically a bunker. A 2-bed bunker. So I guess I have to choose my second bunkmate, which More likely. Let's look at this. Actually, yeah. So it's got a bathroom for a bucket. So 2 bunks and a light bulb and a fan. So and some type of an exhaust for your radio. So it's basically you got a refrigerator too. Fortunately, I don't think that would be perfect because it's got a bucket. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, prepping joke, because she knows she calls me a self-proclaimed prepper. Actually, I am the real deal. I mean, I don't see my cousin stocking her pantries with everything she needs because she's outside. I believe she's outside of El Paso or Houston or something. Anyways, she's in Texas. Okay, they moved there. Texas is a big fucking target. Apparently, that's what I understand from reading my intel reports. She and my cousin better have a basement to go to not be radioactive. I'm in a bunker, so we're on an island, so we have a lot of islands protecting us, but we don't know how bad the radiation is going to be around the world. That's one reason why you got to prep. Another thing is I want to tell you about some stories today about prepping. I still got to get paid. Higgins is tired of the radios. I'm tired of hearing him waste money. I haven't bought a new radio for a while because, I got family sending me, extended family sending me radios and other issues. But, the point is it's one thing at a time. And if you can clear the radios, then you can clear other things out, So a lot of people, I watched this video last night and I thought it was cool. It was about radios and it was about why, one guy actually got his comment deleted by the moderator, and then apparently another guy emailed me privately, like, you're a prepper and you're learning about radios. And I'm like, I'm a prepper, and they emailed me, and I am interested in what you guys got to say, but I'm also interested in what's really important, which is price and availability. Yeah. So while you guys sit there and you complain about your price, well, I mean, like, one guy was saying, oh, well, if you do this and do that, you can get a good deal, right? Price is the most important thing. So, for example, every morning I go through prepping, and when I do, I go through the pricing. You got the bare bone list, you got the basic list, and you got the regular preppers list. The regular prepping list is everything you might need for prepping. Bare bone is water, food, and potassium iodide tablets. And then, you got all these people that email me, and they're like, oh, well, how come you aren't doing this one yet? Because you got to go through a dealer. See, anytime someone sits there and says, oh, I got this scanner for, say, $50 as a prepper on eBay, it might work for 100 years. But the problem is, if one thing goes wrong with it in the purchase warranty power, you're screwed. So what I do every morning is I check pricing up and down on scanners. And I want to tell you, I saw the most interesting movie last night, thanks to Mama Pee-wee, okay? The movie was really interesting, all right? It was a movie about, she says, oh, well, the government's doing this and the government's doing that. Well, let's talk about that, okay? Now, from my perspective and her perspective, it's different. But let me just tell you something else, okay? I told her that if you look at the end of the movie, The Sinking of the Lusitania, you see, as I inspect these pricings, right, as a prepper, if it doesn't come from a dealer, like the dealers ran out of them, that's why you basically don't do it. You don't get a warranty. I've learned that from Uniden. So, people say, oh, this is great or this ain't great. Now, as I go through the list, I like to look for of it, So I was talking to Chloe last night, right? I tried to explain it to her that she owes extra amount of money on the thing, and she's like, well, I need $20 for this. And so last night I sat down with her, right? And I had a heart-to-heart with her. And I want to tell you about it. It's about a prepping type heart-to-heart, and I want to give you guys this heart-to-heart too, because that's how good I am. And school is in session. So I gave Chloe this heart-to-heart, right? You're probably thinking, oh, how far are we down the list? We're almost done. All right. So, okay. List done. All right. And then this says new tab. So let's just close this temporarily. All right. So as a prepper, you got to say to yourself, the heart to heart, right? Oh, hello, Dave. Dave, let me just show you a little secret, okay? And then welcome everyone. Dave asked a question this morning. I'm going to answer him in screen capture, okay? Dave, give me 1 second. You're going to find this to be hilarious. Yeah. I'm glad someone asked that question. Where do I live? Well, everyone knows me. I go by San Juan Island Prepper. So, let me just show you this, okay? You think Mr. Dave and Mr. what was his name? Mr. Dave, I have right here. I have a way for DoorDash on islands. So let's see. There's there's one of the islands right there. I think that's a picture of Orcas, right? So let me just show you. Okay, Seattle's here. Vancouver's all the way up there, right? If you see here, the main island hub is San Juan, see? So, since he asked, do we have DoorDash? I'm going to give you the imagination today, Dave, and say, do we have DoorDash? Well, let me just put it to you this way so I can answer you in a funny chuckle, okay? God put me on this island for a reason. But do you think, really, truly think we have delivery of foods? We don't even have any major grocery stores out here. We don't have Walmart, Safeway, Fred Meyer, Fry's, Kroger, Giant Eagle. Nothing. Oh, I love Giant Eagle out in Cleveland, by the way. No. I was visiting Cleveland many times throughout my years with my husband. But there you go. See? So you got to get there by boat. Yes, ferry or plane. You guys want to see something? Check this out. Since we're having a little soiree, right? Here you go. Here's our harbor. See? That's the harbor right there. See? Let's just do this. Look at this. All right? There's the Spike Africa right there. There's that. But anyways, what we're trying to locate is a picture of, oh yeah, see? Let's just show this. Oh, and the wildlife is beautiful here, by the way. Oh, yes, you see, they don't show us. Let's just go over to islands. See? There we go. Look at that. So, request brochure. Here we go. Ferries. See, you got to ride a ferry to San Juan, Lopez, Orcas, or Shaw. Shaw's got not much on there, but, it literally tells us a few things. Let me just do this for you, okay? I want to show you this too. Right. So here you go. Let me just show you this, okay? So you go down to real-time map, okay? Right here. See? Let me just show you. So Anacortes is the main hub. Currently, the Calatan is going to Friday Harbor, right? So you got Victoria, British Columbia, and Saanich, right? You got the Tilikum here and the Chelan there, and the Calatan is loading up, you see. So the only way on these islands where I live is by plane, private boat, or ferry, Otherwise, and by the way, Chloe's mom came over and says, I don't know why you want to leave, Chloe. The water ride alone is beautiful. But we'll get to that. So you say, do we have Instagram? No. That's why I order everything, my friend, on Amazon. Amazon is a key player. Now I'm going to talk about today's prepping episode for you guys today. So Chloe turns around. Hey, how goes it, baby? Look at this. I want to show you guys this real quick since he's got his face thing. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, see, as soon as he knows the camera is going to be on him, he moves. Can you believe that? A little scooter of him. Okay. Let's get to the prepping topic today, okay? So one of the things I want to talk to you guys about is very important for preppers, okay, is local stores. Now, Chloe likes this chow mein, right? Now, I'm going to show you something today in my lessons because I'm really stoked to tell you this, okay? So I was doing this, okay? And then I put in chow mein, right? Let me show you this, okay? So currently we're not set in store, okay, but I want to show you anyways, right? I want to show you this, okay? So for example, you preppers, when you see pickup only, right? This is something I was telling Chloe today. Pickup only, right? Let me just show you this. See, oh crap, whatever. See how it says right there? Right there. It says right here, right? Pick up at local Mount Vernon store, right? Let me highlight this. All right. And if you look carefully, right, this is 4-pack, right? This is one for $1.42, right? See that there? Pick up today in Mount Vernon, right? Or do I need to increase the there? You see how it says pick up today in Mount Vernon? That means that they are not allowing you, the purchaser, to buy this product and have it delivered. I don't know what happened. Apparently, there was a hiccup in the system. I apologize, but I tried to close the the Walmart thing. Let me do this over because we're here. So I apologize to you guys. Yeah, but most of the people on the island are pretty damn lazy. All right, here we go. So basically, as you can see, pickup only, right? Let's just go over here and see if we can actually load this properly. All right, so now that you see that, right, and you go down to whatever options, right? This is you pick up only. See all the food out, it's pick up only. This is a problem when it comes to ordering food. You see? Like right there, right? You can get 2 days shipping, but you got to buy 8 of them. I think this is 8. It might be 10. Let's look, right? So they're giving you 2-day free shipping on this order, right? A pack of 8. Look at that. $8. See? $8 for the stuff that Chloe wants, right? 2 times 8 is $16, right? This is by a scalper who just decided to basically give you guys a better discount by buying it in the bulk, okay? Problem is again, you can't buy it in the bulk. So everything you look at, Chloe likes that particular ramen, right? So you look at all of this, and what do you get? You get. So let me show you a little something, okay? I'm going to show you another trick, okay? Everything here is pickup. So if you want to click on chow mein, right? Let's just click on chow mein for a second, right? Go in store, for example, that because you can't find anything delivered unless you want to pay scalper prices. It says there's 12 items. Okay, see that? Pick up only, in stock, in stock, in stock. That means they're basically limiting you, the purchaser at Walmart, to control the flow of food. Now, if you go to Amazon, for example, pay attention here. When you go like this, Nissan chow mein. That's what Chloe's looking for, right? Okay. So let's just do this. I can always change the 200. Okay. See this? Pack of 12, right? Doesn't take food stamps. Why? Because this is the third-party supplier. Teriyaki, right? Here's teriyaki beef, right? 12 pack. 8 count, right? This is an 8 count. A different delivery. I'll show you that in a minute, or actually I'll click on it for you real quick. But you get my idea, my thought, right? So everything that you look at here, like this, if you see no food stamp, that means it's not shipped by Amazon. So problem is some of the cheaper foods are literally more expensive. I'm not going to go into all the details, but this is the stuff that people like to look into. Now, let me just tell you to show you another one, okay? I'm going to show you this, okay? For example, as a prepper, you don't, unless you have access to water, which you can sparingly, or you have access to other things, right? So, for example, you see this instant lunch beef flavor right there. Might taste kind of funky, but guess what? It's 12 pack for $4. Add a little water. This would be good before prepping. 7/9/36. 15.53. I was actually see $11.74. Not a good deal. If it says takes EBT, then you basically did it. This stuff here you can't get. I actually find the roast beef kind of, that's a 12 pack. So they're now cutting back in shrinkflation, as Kane said. So what you got to do is you got to look for something like this, right? And then what you do is, right, like this, right? All right. So then you go over here, and I'll show you what you do. As you say, the chicken is 7.36. It should be able to give you a drop down for other flavors of ramen. And if it doesn't, that means there's a lot of people out there taking your ramen, right? Like, for example, I told Chloe the other day I was craving some of this instant lunch in a cup, like lunch beef and stuff, not the Maruchan. Fortunately, the problem is if you, excuse me for 1 second. I got to do a lesson learned for a shitbird. Dumbass. Call me. Don't use any money until I authorize it. I will be taking your payment out today. I already told her to go to the bank for me and get some money out for her trip to South. And if that doesn't work, I'll have her take out another 20 next month. Anyways, I think that's all we need is milk. I will see you when we get home. Oh, and don't forget the topic. Let me know how she's doing. So, anyways, Chloe is out right now. I gave her some money. Dumb shit. Can't even fucking get her head out of her ass, it seems. People say to me, oh, you're so rude to Chloe. Well, let me just put it this way, son of a bitch. You're going to know a lot more about Chloe when the time comes. Cactus Blossom and I are doing some recon work, so we're going to make sure it counts, okay? Now, Chloe, on the other hand, is going bye-bye, okay? She's literally, see, what we're looking for here is the buy it again, right? Fortunately, let's just turn this off. So, for example, you don't want ramen in your preps unless you're going to spend your drinking water making it. So, after reviewing all the preps, ramen is not a good idea to keep in preps. No, it's you can eat ramen if you're looking to buy better foods for your prepping. You can live on this currently, but eventually, people will get literally sick of ramen. Chloe, of course, okay, here we go. So the reason I couldn't show you this is this. Okay, let me turn this on real quick because this is quite funny. Okay, so I got two things I want to share with you, okay, as a prepper. One is hold on, Dave. Let me just get you answer your question in a second. So this is what I was looking for. You see, it says $7.36 for a 24-pack, right? Chicken mushroom not available. This one's not available. This is available. This is creamy chicken, $5.98. This is lily lime chimp. This is soy sauce. This is piquant beef. Look at the price of piquant beef, $36. This is piquant chicken. The most flavorful ramens are going to be the most expensive. The pork flavor, I found it to be that. Roast chicken, it went up. So, when you're buying ramen, you want to make sure you get what you wish, right? Now, let me just show you the last part of this. One of the things I do like is ramen cups from time to time. I'm craving them, but Chloe's just... So you got this, right? You can choose the flavors. California vegetables, cheese. It'll tell you if it's available. Cheese, 12-pack, $15. Chicken, $7. So, they always, a lot of people are, hot and spicy chicken. Oh, yeah, look at that. They got hot and spicy chicken still available. Love that. Hot and spicy beef's a little more. But you know what? A lot of people are, when you start to eat this stuff, my friends, then what's going on, So he says, but people who live on an island, yes, but they don't do it. That's the problem. People on this island apparently don't trust people when they basically don't even have DoorDash or Instacart programmed on the island due to the fact that no one trusts their groceries. I mean, look, a lot of people live here and they rely on deliveries, but now the delivery companies are getting to the point, Mr. Dave, they're stealing a bit, Tell you a story, Dave. I had a theft a couple of years ago, right? I got it replaced, right? Someone steals my food one time, right? And the neighbor messages me. This is like 2.5, 3 years ago. The neighbor messages me, Mr. Dave, and says, whoever had the ramen order, the person that stole it must be really pissed off that they're going to be eating ramen for 6 months. Yeah, and eventually they found the theft when the lady tried to donate like 80% of it to the food bank. Food bank found out through Chloe that, this particular flavor, this particular ramen was stolen, and I got it replaced by, Amazon. But apparently ended up at the food bank. There's no major grocery stores on the island. No, we have King's Marketplace for tourists. And we have Friday Harbor Marketplace that has for the non-tourists. Then we have gas stations that if you want to get a pack of smokes, for example, I keep these on hand to dole out to Chloe when she does her chores. It's a good little, cigarettes are always a good currency to have around. Another prepping tool. I've learned that a pack of smokes will go a long ways for those smokers. You can buy a carton a month, store them away, and that could be a good way to have extra money for bartering if the things go down the toilet. Now, let's see what he says. If you can get Amazon, yes, Amazon's one of the things I use because Walmart says pick up only. Yeah, pick up only. By the way, Mr. Dave, have you met our other... You've seen my Moppy mascot right over there. You've probably seen him, but have you ever seen our other mascot? See, look at our mascot. Hey, boo, come here. Well, fat guy is always trying to get some food out of me. I mean, that's like he's overweight, Let's see. You gonna give Chloe money? Look, I gave Chloe enough money for her to take a bus to a mental hospital, Dave. Let me explain the situation, okay? Chloe's going to a mental hospital. I told Chloe to clean this damn cup, too. Yeah. Here's a little secret about cleaning cups like this. First, you... Yeah, well, you know what? First, you take a paper towel. One paper towel, maybe two. Yes, I'm giving Chloe money for a reason. She's got to get cash, okay? Let me tell you what Chloe does, okay? Let me tell you how stupid Chloe is. Okay, today is Thursday, okay? There we go, this works. Okay, so we do is this. Yeah. And then Chloe said she'll scrub down the inside once in a while. So Chloe turns around. Here we go, moving buns. Always freaking complaining about something, okay. So last night she got me the wrong chips. Told her to get my, right? Anyways, it goes like this, Mr. Dave. So she turns around and gave Chloe enough money to go to a mental hospital. You see, Chloe's got to go to a mental hospital. She's going to get well. Fortunately, she wants to stay in the state and get better. Then she realized she's going to need to get well, right? The problem with Chloe is she can't balance money out properly. That's one of the things that's a problem. Because they didn't want to eat all the ramen. Think about it. If you took 6 months worth of ramen or 18 to 20 cases of ramen and boosted it from someone's house before you put cameras in your house, and next thing you know, you boosted it, right? And then you end up with 8, 10, 20, 24 cases. I think it was 24 cases. It was on sale at the time before they limited you to 4 cases a week or a month. Then the ramen basically sat around, right? And what would you do with 1, 2, or 3 flavors, different flavors of ramen, right? So they decided after they had enough ramen, thinking some crazy fool lives on this, and they decided they have had enough of eating it. Think about it. I'm a prepper, so I prep. But back then, I was still studying a lot better issues for prepping. Now that I know what's good and what isn't, you don't worry about it. You see? So, oh yeah, there we go. Police are always doing something out here. That's a police scanner, by the way. They're like, we'll be out at the RP's place. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The funny thing is what is it this time, you know? So I'm going to have Google Voice up and running just in case Chloe calls me, right? So tried to explain about the neighbor last night, but the neighbor's been basically quiet, so I should be happy the neighbor's quiet. So as a prepper, you know, you got to ask yourself what's going on in the world. My point is Chloe's in trouble as is. Okay, so Chloe's got to leave, okay, by the 30th. She can stay possibly if she gets mentally well, okay? Unfortunately, she's got to motivate herself to go. But the problem is she keeps spending her money foolishly. I mean, literally. So she goes to the mental hospital, okay? She talks to the mental hospital. See, Dow Jones went up again. A lot of people emailed me, are you sure we're going to have a banking collapse? I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of hearing people ask about that, you know? So they're talking about easing of inflation, right? So everyone gets they're richer while the poor get poorer while we suffer the inflation. I mean, it's a bunch of bull crap. I mean, look at it. I mean, literally, look at it. Oh, finally Dinky messaged me. Hold on a sec. Ugh. So, anyways, my cousin Dinky is sitting on a beach somewhere and being like, every very, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, exactly. I agree completely. But, you know, the government, they don't want to give anyone anything. There's this guy, right? He does this whole Social Security thing, right? My My moderator Higgins, right? He's so stuck on money, okay? So the other day, he turns around and he tells me, oh, well, consider Higgins dead if I can't get a new computer. Look, this is not the time to buy a new computer. This is a time to prep like your life depends on it, because you got the Rocket Man who can fire a nuclear ballistic missile from North Korea and hit as far as Chicago. And then if you wanted to, you can line bomb some more of the United States just to make a point. So, uh, all right, so my cousin Dinky and I were talking about Moppy, okay? So Moppy kept me up all night, peeps. Now let me explain the thing about stimulus checks, okay? Dave's right. Fortunately, we haven't had a stimulus check since January 2021. It's 2 years. Think they're going to give us any more? No. That boat has sailed. They can't give us money that they can't print. They can't give us money that they don't have. Is this the only can? Hold on a second. They can't give us a stimulus because they don't have anything to give stimulus-wise. Okay, think about that. Great. So apparently, the can of dip I have, is this it? So I got 3 cans I got to condense. That's what I hate about Chloe. She pinched some of my tobacco today without telling me again. So now I got to condense these, okay? Which is fine. So you guys are talking about stimulus. Is dry to me? Nope. Okay. So she turns around. I save all the half cans and fill it up for full cans. It works. This is like emergency stuff. So there we go. So I thought I had some more somewhere. So we'll just put this here. These 2 cans can be, that can there. Is there anything in there? Because I had a can on my bed. Fortunately, I don't know what happened to that can. Okay. So, okay, I got 3 cans. I'm going to open that can. We should be fine. I'll check my pockets to make sure. So let me just tell you a story. Okay. I got 1 night of prime rib left, by the way. 1 night. So 4 days prime rib. It ain't a bad deal for 10 pounds loaf. Of course, last night I had the barbecued rib section. And yes, he's a bunny. Just checking my pockets, people. I think I got my robe on backwards. Nope. Okay. So last night I watched this really good movie about how the government's doing certain things. I actually couldn't. Sometimes people say, "Oh well, I don't see between the lines." So, anyways, well, the story goes. Thought I had another can somewhere. Could be in my bed, but I ain't gonna look. We're doing a live right now, so. Oh yes, it is in my bed. Okay. Let's see how much we got in this one. Yeah, that's good. So here we go. So the inflation stimulus, no, they're basically hoping that you either cut your spending down and cripple the economy, or this is just my own opinion and ain't misinformation, Mr. Dave, or they're hoping you get crapped on and you get less. And let me explain the shrinkflation. Uh, Sorry, everyone. I'm just giving an update on Moppy. So basically, Moppy kept me up all night. That's another thing. He's been panting and he's been oofing and he's been woofing and he's been panting. And so anyways, Moppy kept me up all night. So tonight I want to get my bed made. Chloe, of course, people have been messaging me going, "What is that shit?" This is the man in the dress who basically claims he's too mentally ill and he's got to whack off his damn dong dong while claiming a real woman. He had a real woman pile dirty dishes. You know, you you're discriminating against Chloe. No, no, I'm not. I'm not discriminating against Chloe. Actually, oh, Chloe trying to call me? No, all right, hold on. Hello? Hey, tried calling me? Okay. You say hi to Ann for me too, would you? She said it'd be between 11 and 20 or something. Why are you so quiet? You're like, what? All right, well, call me back then. Yeah, call me back or whatever. Okay, bye. So apparently, everyone, the joke's on me. The volume wasn't at 100%, so that's why I couldn't hear Chloe at all. Anyways, let's get down to it. Okay, Dave's right. There should be a stimulus check. Fortunately, government doesn't want to do it because there's the debt ceiling problem. The debt ceiling is why I keep prepping you. You see, if they don't raise the debt ceiling in the next few months, which everyone says, oh, they'll do it, we preppers are morons, right? But the people that are suffering currently are the ones that are buying the groceries. I mean, think about it. People are cutting corners and buying more and more ramen and making ramen a meal with like canned chicken or canned beef or one of the things that I do all the time. I'll show you a dish that I do that takes 3 days. It takes less than an hour to make. You can eat it for 3 days in a row or four. And all it needs is 2 boxes of pasta salad and a 1 cup mayonnaise. That's it. You can live on this for a few days as long as your refrigerator is going to be working during a prepping issue or during a disaster to a point. You can also make this up, transfer it to a cooler with ice. But you got to remember, as a prepper, a lot of people are going to take the ice from the source as soon as they know something's wrong. You know. I just love how you guys get these games, and they're like, oh, you need to, this is a rare game. And it's like, I've never heard of this damn piece of crap. Anyway, so Chloe turns around, calls me and says, oh, I'm at the pet store. Good. So I told her to pick up the best, not too expensive for Moppy, and if that doesn't work, we'll keep doing it until we get the right calibration. Apparently, the vet just says use some earwax cleaner to clean his ears. Ear wash. So one of the things I keep prepping for an emergency situation is trying to teach you guys that it's always good to keep some money on hand in case of little things like this. Chloe doesn't think about it. Chloe goes out and buys hot bar, hot bar, hot bar. One of the things Zoe and I make jokes about the hot bar. And then all of a sudden, Chloe turns around and doesn't have any money. And let me put it this way: she makes $1,100 a month, right? Okay, $1,100. She gets $150 of food stamps. Pay attention, everyone. She pays 70 for her electric this month. I pulled tooth out of line for that one. Trust me, she didn't want to pay a dime. She thinks this is the Hilton where she can use up all the hot water, and she's a princess and I'm a piece of crap. Then she wants to sit here and eat, and then just cleans what she wants, and then throws the rest in there, and then clean. She doesn't think about other people. So then someone like me starves. So I say to my advocates, I want ramen in a cup. They say, why? So I can boil a teapot and have it ready. They said that's not a form of eating. Well, it is when you got a son of a bitch bastard who doesn't want to fucking do the dishes. All they want to do is, I'm a real woman. I'm a real woman with the door open. As a prepper, you got to think about the big picture here. Okay, so it's just a status call. And then you sit there, okay. And we're talking about finances, Dave's like, Chloe and money. Let me just say, Chloe doesn't want to part with any money, okay? Spends everyone else's. I got 6 charges. Chloe won't explain what they are. And then I turn around. And Chloe's like, do we need pet food yet? But not till next week, probably, okay? We're doing okay. Fortunately, Chloe is one of those that hasn't even paid 2 months of internet. She pays her internet bill usually, but this month and last month she hasn't paid it. She didn't give 2 craps. She kept talking about leaving me kicked out, so I should pay all the bills. So I'm supposed to pay all the rent. I'm supposed to pay the electricity. I'm supposed to pay the internet and let her live here free. Well, I finally told her to cough it up. So what did I do was I took $20 out and earmarked it for her travel to the first hospital. The first hospital doesn't take her. I got another 20 earmarked to send her to Seattle. Now, if that doesn't work, she's already got an earmarked ticket from Seattle to go to Oregon. You see, the problem is I've balanced the budget properly for months, okay? I know exactly what needs to be done. Chloe doesn't. She just sits there and spends money. Oh, hot bar. I had to have the hot bar. Oh, I had to have soup. I had to have this. I had to have that. And these receipts that she's hiding, it's because she's literally turning around buying booze. The other day, she handed me a stack of receipts. It was in her purse. I went through them. It's like little shooters that she's buying slushies for. So she's putting in four boozy shots in a slushie and walking home being like, I'm tired. I'm so energized going to the store. So you now know that she's purely an alcoholic. So not only is she spending her money on booze, but she's also doing other things, and then, there's charges, that's charged that is pretty bad. You know what? I don't give 2 shits. Higgins is watching me and he says, oh, there's a spelling error. Well, I don't care if there's a fucking spelling error. Delivery? Yeah, okay. So what? So I made one damn mistake, you turkey. No one cares. Damn kick turd. Trying to do a video here. So, bottom line is, Chloe turns around and she doesn't think about anything but herself. Literally. Oh, I gotta go out today? Oh, okay. There goes the dishes again. Why? Because man in the dress is more interested in fucking jerking off and playing a computer game and trying to get as much computer game in time as possible because they don't want to miss anything. But at the same time, they want to sit here and talk about politics every freaking day. I don't know how many times I turned around, peeps, and I literally heard stupid things like, no, that's close. Yeah, what's up? I'm taking 20 out for right now, and then I'm going to take out more if he gets stuck down south. So I'll be taking some more out next week. I have no clue. That's the thing. We have to discuss it. But right now, I want 20 out so you have money to go down south to the hospital. So I need milk, and since we're not having, you're having burgers tonight. What am I having? Am I having? I can eat the last of the prime rib, or I can freeze it, or I can have hot pockets or pot pies. Yeah, well, that's what I said. I was hoping to get the 12 pack of the whatchamacallit, those. All right, well, they don't keep me informed. All right, all right, bye. There he goes again with the. I'm at the store. How much do I owe you? The person owes me $85 and owes Chloe Higgins 25, right? But they don't want to pay. They think everything's free to them. So I have to pay out, right, to get her to a hospital. The advocates are already working to get her placed in a halfway house or a group home or whatever. She already told the state to fuck off. Becomes a group home. Excuse my French. F off due to the fact that she was, angry that they want to only give her $75 a month. So you know how that is. So on that aspect. So you know. So Moppy, right. So one of the things I'm doing today is prepping is I'm buying some ear wash now. If I can find the ear wash cheaper on Amazon, I'm just gonna buy a couple extra jugs to keep on hand as a prepper for Moppy's health and well-being. Because Moppy means the world to me. Mm-hmm. So I was telling Higgins that as a prepper, you got to focus on, Let me tell you a secret about prepping, okay? So the other day I was telling Higgins is telling me, I need a new computer. I'm going to build it myself. Yeah, he wants to build a top of the line computer, okay? He could focus on buying a basic computer like a Dell all-in-one or HP all-in-one, use it for a couple years, saves him money, and he puts his money towards prepping because no one cares about prepping anymore. That is why a lot of people, Higgins today said to me, "Oh, how come you're not going to change your name to like San Juan Island Prepper?" Because no one cares. That's the thing. The small people that I have here, they tune in because they like my channel. They like what I'm talking about. You go to some guy like CP, he's talking about nuclear war every day. And then you go to another guy who's talking about a banking collapse every day. And then you get emails like me, So, Higgins is the turkey, okay? Higgins, I called him a turkey, but he calls me corn chip, and that's not my nickname. My nickname is Ice Bear, a polar bear. So I'm about to go and give a good old-fashioned swatting to a honey badger because that's his nickname, honey badger. But let's get back to what we're talking about. A lot of preppers out there, they say to me, love your channel. I get emails all the time, gift cards, etc. They say, love your channel. You're a real deal. They also like to tune in for diversity. They don't want to sit here and hear about nuclear war every day, civil war every day, political crap every day. They want a channel that can talk about prepping, but also talks about other issues. Like they email me and they say, "Hey, how's little Fluff doing? Huh? You guys get an update of Moppy today." They ask how they ask advice on different things, and I give it to them. There's people email me to say, so don't prep with ramen. No, don't prep with ramen, and don't prep for rice. Rice and ramen and beans are something you don't want to prep with because, you need water. You're not going to waste your valuable drinking water on your food. That's why I say that you can get away with eating canned stuff, raviolis, canned ham, canned corned beef and hash, sausage hash, beef hash, soups. I mean, you can eat it directly out of the can. You don't even need to heat it. I've already sampled some of the soups. As long as you get rid of the broth and just eat the noodles and the meat. Sometimes I wonder if they're putting diced tuna into the chicken and calling it chicken noodles for the price. But Who knows? No one's there. People do analyze from time to time, say, "Oh, this ain't chicken." Okay, it's tofu or whatever. But no, the point is as preppers, people are asking me the other day about what's a good barter if you have to barter. Cigarettes and tobacco is always going to be a good barter. Always keep a pack or two on hand just in case. Even if you're not a smoker, keep it on hand. Buy a carton if you wish. That is going to be a good barter tool. People are going to be desperate for smoke, and you might be desperate if you run out of toilet paper. So it's a good combination, Or, it just depends on who you get to, The potassium iodine tablets, I keep saying get it just in case because you might need it. I always keep canned meats on hand just in case. A lot of people said, well, what about mac and cheese, for example? You don't need mac and cheese. What you need is a bunch of canned goods rotated out. Now, I keep telling Higgins you need to eat down some of the crap you have. Oh, I'm good till 2025. Well, then start eating it. What are you wasting your time, basically, Buy a basic computer that does the basic job. Don't custom build one right now because the finances aren't there, If you need to buy a basic computer, save your money. Don't buy a scanner if you're going to use the computer more. But you also got to remember that you could have an EMP attack, which, there's a couple people on my channel that talks about EMPs, and that would wipe out, a lot of people have said, well, you got a great channel. And if you go to my About Me page, you'll find the main 3 preppers list. There's the bare bone, the basic, and then the regular prepper list. Each one's got different prices and what's in it. Just right click and add it to your cart so I don't end up with a present from you by making a mistake, okay? Point is, as a prepper, you need to prep, and you need to prep hard because Rocket Man is really trying to antagonize Japan. Higgins made a statement last night. I'm going to make it today. Okay, he said that this could flare up World War III or nuclear war. It can't. I mean, one country could basically hit the panic button. Next thing you know, there's problems. But the thing is you got to look at the big picture here. And that big picture is, Now, Chloe, of course, all she worries about is her hormones, her sex change, being told she can't live as a woman. And I have to hear it every day. So, the mental hospital, when she goes there, I'm going to tell the mental hospital exactly. She needs to focus on her mental health and not her sex change. Having a cooter is not going to make any fucking difference for Chloe. No offense. What it will do is basically make you more comfortable in your own skin. Yeah. But we're not here to talk about trans surgeries. We're here to talk about prepping. I mean, literally, when it comes to prepping, you must prep like your life depends on it. The American people need to realize that that's what you got to do. Because it ain't over till the fat lady sings. And there's a lot of preppers out there. I'll tell you a lot about these preppers, okay? A lot of preppers out there, peeps. Turn around. And they email me. Some of them say crazy stuff. Well, I used to be a prepper, but since the preppers talked about overthrowing the government in 2020 election, and that didn't happen, then they regrouped and said they were going to overthrow the government if the election didn't go their way in 2022, and that didn't happen. Then they all changed their tune saying, look for a banking collapse. It's already 2023 and we don't have a banking collapse. I'll tell you why we don't have a banking collapse right now. It's because the companies are overinflating their stocks. And as they overinflate their stocks, they're basically protecting the stock market. The governments of the world are protecting the stock market. They don't care about the little people. Yeah. Because they know if the stock market crashes, then jobs would be lost in all sectors and we'd go to a Great Depression. So they're trying to pull that out. But at the same time, if you look at what the government's doing around the country and around the world, they're basically hiding a lot of stuff. Let me tell you a story, okay? So Mama Pee-wee, my moderator, sent me to watch a movie last night on Netflix called The Mauritanian, all right? This is where the government detains a person for 14 years He's got to go to court. He's on video, and he's got to fight for his rights as a South African, right? Being on war crimes for 9/11. Unfortunately, his lawyer fought tooth and nail for civil rights. He spent 14 years rotting in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, without being charged. Think about it. No charge. When he did win, I think it was like 7 years into his thing, they appealed it, and they went back to court and all this stuff, and he was stuck till 14 years till he was released in 2016. Think about it. He went in 2002. They took 14 years of his life because they claimed he was a terrorist or he had a terrorist affiliations. So think about it. Federal government is doing this crap. Okay, now think of it. Think of the British government. What did the British government do? British government had held valuable intel. President FDR hid valuable intel. Pearl Harbor got attacked. Then we got into the war. But before we got attacked, Congress wasn't getting involved. Afterwards, we went in and cleaned Germany's clocks, and we cleaned Japan's clocks. Okay. Then, I think it was 1917, I think, or 1916 or something. Think of this. The British government is World War I. The United States didn't get involved in World War I. You know what was the trigger for World War I? When 230 Americans died on the Lusitania. They got involved then. But the British held the intel back from, I think it was Cunard and White Star Line, that their boats would be hit by U-boats, German U-boats. They hit it. And at the inquiry, they basically blamed it all on the captain. Captain Turner got blamed for the sinking of the Lusitania because he was trying to get his bearings. So they sold him upriver to basically get the Allies into the war. This is what your government does. Want another one? This girl sitting in the GHQ. That's the intel community part. She translates and everything else, things. And she's from England, and she works in England, and she's an English person. She got sent to jail for leaking classified info from the United Nations, saying that we're not supposed to be in this war. I sympathize with the 151,000 Iraqis that got killed. Saddam might be a terrorist, she said, but I was protecting lives. Well, eventually, the state, the crown, didn't want to prosecute her. They knew that what she did was right, but at the same time, they wanted to let her go. So what did she do? She got it scrubbed from her record. Because in England, apparently, if you're a criminal, you don't get credit. You don't get house. You can't, So they just said, we're not charging her. We're retracting our charge when she goes to court. So she walked out, and that was it. It's called secret something. I sent it to Higgins. He was all cranky about it earlier. It's called the official secrets. All right. It's on Tubi right now for free. The movie was awesome. Think about it. The British government basically has this thing where you can't leak any classified documents. It's considered terrorism. Look at that kid today. He basically leaks the whole thing from the Pentagon, right? Somehow. He's going to be probably spending 30 years of his life or maybe even treason for sending that info of the Iraqi war. Americans are saying he did the right thing. Thing is we as in citizens have two choices to make in life. Either you submit to the government, which, government keeps messaging me, jokingly, of course, through emails. Your phone's a flip phone upgrade. Why? TracFone still sells flip phones. I'll buy a new one when my other one fails. And then that one fails, I'll buy another flip phone. Why? Because I don't want the government to track me. Even my own apartment manager understands I'm not going to be fucking tracked. I'm right here. I run on a treadmill morning, noon, and night. Well, actually morning and night. But I don't have to take a shower and then hotels. Problem is, as a prepper, yourself and that big picture, prepping. Oh, Chloe's calling me. Give me a second. I like how she calls me. And then I can barely hear it. So, yo, what's up? Cool. Put that away in your purse then. Don't spend it. So, you got everything you need then right now? Moppy stuff's taken care of? All right. Cool. Thanks. Toodles. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Tell me. You said, hey. They're not going to. They won't do that at all. I guarantee it. All right. Bye bye. There she goes again, all panic and worry. So she's worried that the manager is going to force me to get a restraining order against her when she leaves. No, she's not getting it. I mean, look at the manager gave her till the 30th. She's going to leave early so she can go to mental hospital. That gives me a chance to try to find a way to keep her here. Don't know if it's going to work, but that is one of my diversity videos that I'm making for you guys right now. Is I'm diversifying and making these videos of coffee time with Rita to explain to you guys what's going on. I wish Higgins would we could figure out the whole next scanner thing. Just waiting for it to be mailed, the scanners, of course. I'm supposed to be reviewing other scanners, but my point is there's a lot to review, and I want to start reviewing scanners, even though people probably won't watch my channel just for scanners, but I'm trying to diversify. Mm. So apparently, whatever happened with Kildor happened. He hasn't commented. People have asked me now. If you guys give me a second, I always warn you. This is your time in a minute to refill your coffee because I'm going to run to the bathroom for a moment and then we'll continue talking about prepping. That's right. Because you preppers need to keep on prepping due to the fact that, there's a lot of stuff to discuss, and one is prepping is what needs to be. So give me a minute. I'm going to run to the bathroom, but I don't script these. This is live. This is what I think. Now, you said you're probably asking me, what do I mean by decisions? Well, the kid had his choice. He could go to jail for treason or committing crimes against the state or the country by giving this information to leaking info or whatever. So to me, it is what it is. Hey, Moppy. There we go. Feeling pretty good. Hey, Mom. How you doing? You okay? I'm sleeping. Of course you're sleeping. All right, peeps. Thanks for tuning in again. One person left, but I told you guys to get your coffee because I'm not gone yet. So as a prepper, you must prep for whatever's going on in life depends on it, because, as a prepper, you need to keep on prepping. People sit there and they don't want to prep. They see the Dow Jones is going up and they're like, oh, yeah, it's good. And the stock market's not crashed. So they're leaving the preppers to talk about stock market crash. They're leaving the preppers channels that are talking about nuclear war. They're leaving on those because they don't think anyone's stupid enough to use a nuclear missile. But I keep telling Higgins that Rocket Man is so unstable, he could probably just launch one anyways. I mean, this came over yesterday. They fired an ICBM off the coast of Japan. So, so a dairy farm basically exploded, Again, Higgins was talking about that yesterday. Now our milk's going to go up, you know. You know. So, you got all these people, talking about, the Ukraine war, and then you got these, people complaining, So, So apparently, President Biden is currently in Ireland. Wow. Germany has granted some planes to, the thing is, we see all these crappy news articles, and it's all it is crappy, So to me, it's, you know, so as a prepper, I want to give you some prepping tips, okay? All right. A lot of people like my diversity because they like to hear what I have to say about Chloe and borderlines, bipolars, and everything else. But today we're not going to be talking about mental illness, okay? We already know Chloe's got 17 days left. 17 days. Clock's ticking, okay? In 17 days, I want to say it, make a joke here. What did Chloe do since she's been told she has to leave, supposedly? And I'm working on it. You want me to tell you the funniest thing in the world? So Amazon sent me an email, right? Phishing website and 10,000 phone numbers. Says here, be careful selling apps. I don't have a phone. Never pay over the phone. Always verify orders and be wary of false urgencies. Yeah, all right. So basically, the thing is I've reported stuff. It takes Amazon months to take down a scammer, and then they think it's okay if someone's what do we call it? A scalper? I mean, I've seen scalpers on eBay. I've seen scalpers on Amazon. I've seen, But anyways, we're gonna get back to the big picture here. But they're sending me a thing like, thing is I don't care. All right, not when it comes to this, but for you, the preppers in general, I want to tell you a story. Okay. So to save money, all right. One of the things me and my father-in-law was talking about is if you really are hurting for money, all right, and you're a low-income family, you could cut all your streaming services, and you can turn around and put that money towards prepping supplies. Same time, you can use Tubi, Roku, YouTube, and other channels. There's thousands of free channels out there, and thousands of free movies. Some of them are, I mean, one of my moderators, Tara J, once said, "Oh, Tubi's got some really good movies." Yeah, exactly. You might have to slog through the commercials, but I, for one, until it gets, a lot of people think, what's the point of cutting channels and cutting corners when it's their form of entertainment? Yeah, but it gets kind of boring at times too. Think about it. You wake up in the morning and you buy only what you need, right? Like me, I gotta write down fly spray. I need to buy fly spray. See, sliced ham, sliced chicken, sliced turkey, and fly spray. I made this list. Spray. Do I need light bulbs right now? Nope. Batteries? Nope. I got a lot more batteries, because I'm conserving batteries because of my scanner, But as a prepper, you got to ask yourself, how much are you willing to spend, right? That's the other. If you cord cut it, you could put more money towards food and prepping supplies. Now, a lot of people say to me, "Oh, but is there any other cord cutting or things that you can recommend?" Oh yeah, I can. You see, when you prep, you can buy powdered milk. You can buy stuff that you need, and you can stay in. As a prepper, you don't have to leave unless you don't like flavor powdered milk. That's why, my advocates are willing to pick up my groceries once a week, which is going to probably be more milk than anything else, because up to the big boom, as Higgins calls it, I will be living on mac and cheese and other dishes, soups and everything else. But everything else is different, okay? So as a prepper, you got to ask yourself, what are you going to do? One, my stress level will go down immensely. Two is, a lot of people have their own agenda. Okay, you got one set of preppers, nuclear war, better prep, buy my crap, prep, buy my crap, prep. Second prepper, oh, we're going to have a banking collapse and all this. The third prepper's talking about better prep for the big, long depression, recession. Then you got me telling you, keep on prepping, but don't let your foot off the throttle or your foot off the gas pedal, because it ain't over yet. The point is Americans need to realize that as preppers, you have to be prepared, right? I mean, you could cut corners and a lot of different things. I mean, I've told you guys time and time again, a little book, get some, I like Western, so I keep Western books on hand. Build a small library for yourself for when you're hunkered down. But people say, oh, there's nothing happening. The Dow went up and these preppers are idiots. But then you have someone like Kildor that says, look, Black Swan's about to fly. But then, you get emails from people, and, like I get emails, and, the other day someone emailed me directly and they said, hey, San Juan Island prepper, where's your head commentator, Tildor? He must be Zoe, because Zoe's not commented, and Tildor hasn't commented. And the last message Tildor got, but then again, I got moderators out there that have the power to remove comments, and they can ban people too and block them. Well, one of my moderators who is worried, did that same thing. Went ahead and deleted Tildor's comments, so maybe Tildor's pissed because, Tildor's upset that he made a comment that was pretty damn cheap or pretty damn, upset that his comment was deleted. But you know what? I don't give a shit. You know why? Because frankly, you don't just sit there and egg on people. I mean, I've had people email me, okay? Literally email me, and they're like, this guy wants to, do gift cards or gift card giveaway. Let him run the gift card giveaway. But he's all talk, basically. I've had moderators turn around and say, look, where's our gift card? Jeremy Disoroches. Hello, Jeremy. Welcome to our channel. So basically, how are you today, Jeremy? Good to see a new face. So basically, as a prepper, you need to basically look at what is out there on YouTube. Me, I'm the real deal is what everyone says to me. What do you think? Phil the other day sent me a gift card. It was Easter, but he also said, I'm the real deal. And he likes, what he hears. I mean, I even set up a podcast for him to listen to in his garbage truck. He's a garbage man. So you can listen. It's also, you can find the podcast in my About Me page, San Juan Island Preppers Podcast. And that'll give you, prepping tips. I have to update it one of these days. But, the point is, as a prepper, you have to look at what can work and what can't work. I mean, think about it. If you are in a situation where they're really talking nuclear, okay, you don't want to use your water for soaking beans for 24 hours. Did you know it would take approximately 20 to 25 water purification tablets in a tarp to have purified 60 gallons of water, 50 to 60 gallons that comes out of that you can use for your bathtub? Are you guys going to spend 50 to 60 tablets? I don't know if that's per day or per week. Okay, I'm still researching it for you guys, but at least I'm doing that, right? That means you're going to have 60 gallons of clean drinking water. One person, that's 60 gallons. That means you can drink 1 gallon a day and not worry about it unless you're on well water. Then you got to worry about your well maybe contaminated from nuclear radiation. But think of it from this point of view. What do you want to do? Remember, as a prepper, I keep prepping lists right here, stuff that I need to pick up at the beginning of the month. My setup is so damn genius, I don't have to worry. I also keep money held back for emergencies, like taking care of the dog. Remember, Moppy's up there in age and he's got an ear problem, so, The other thing you guys got to ask yourself, truly, is I'm going to say this. Tobacco can be used as a bartering tool, but I want to ask you a question here, okay? The reason I keep telling you to prep for basics is if you can buy a can of Spam, Spam's got a tab, right? How are you doing, Jeremy, by the way? Welcome to San Juan Island Preppers channel, also known as Sky or Crabbing with Coffee. As long as you buy a can of Spam, I got a couple cans here as an example. I have a Jello one of these days. It goes like this, right? Tab, key. Pop the key right here. I like this type of Spam, by the way. Bacon. What do? Pop it, pull the meat out, cut it up, eat it. Drink your water. Now, water is going to be something you really need to think about. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm a coffee drinker. I need to prep for coffee. No, you don't. You see, excuse me, I'm off the camera. Just doing something personal. So give me 1 second. There we go. So because of this, you guys got to ask yourself, as a prepper, are you going to stockpile coffee? Whole bean? Maybe. Ground? What the hell? The question you got to ask yourself is this. As a prepper, as I've been learning more and more about prepping, you might have to end up taking Tylenol, ibuprofen, naproxen for a few days and keep a good supply of those 3 over-the-counter drugs for headaches. Why? Because if there is a nuclear explosion, right? Nuclear explosion. You got to ask yourself the biggest question in American history and as preppers for the world. Are you going to waste your water? Waste your water, by the way, making coffee. You're going to take 33 ounces of water, okay? That, let's see, 64 ounces is half a gallon, right? So think of it, 8 ounces per cup. 10 cups is 80 ounces. So 96 ounces, give or take, of water, give or take, for a cup of coffee. So 96 ounces of water. You're going to waste 96 ounces of water, my students, on buying coffee and water. You're going to waste your water on your coffee. No. What you could do is you could buy stuff like you can buy stuff like those little things. You cut it open, you can turn your 16.9 ounce water bottle into a flavored juiced water or a juice packet, dry packet like Sunny Delight or Crystal Light, right? But that would mean prepping for that too. If your kids don't drink clear water, there's a problem, okay? Water is going to be your friend. The water will dissolve the salt. You need a certain amount of salt in your body, so that's why I say get canned meats like Spam equivalent, like Armor meat, and keep it on hand. Because when it happens, you better be prepared. You know? Because frankly, you better be prepared. Americans, yeah, that's why you don't want to utilize coffee or tea. Tea's in the main prepping list, but that's if you have a cooking source where you can ventilate. Now, say you're in a bunker, right? And they got proper ventilation. But maybe they're using an electric stove or something. I mean, think about it. You're in a bunker. The world's gone to hell in a handbasket. And yet, what happens? I'll tell you what happens. The American people are going to have to cut out. Now, if there's a Great Depression, you can cut out some of your foods you eat. But if there's a nuclear war, you got to think. Your electronics are useless. What do you got to survive with? A radio? Hello, Mom. Hello, Mom. This is Higgins, Mom. The radioactive materials could delay blocking the radio frequency, possibly. What about your computer? You're going to just pop online and be like, oh, I'm going to check the news. Computer might come on. But what if it says unable to connect to the internet? Maybe the data servers or the infrastructure is fried out. You're so far away that you didn't get hit with an EMP, but your computer's now freaking useless anyways because you can't use it for basic email. I mean, think about it. People don't think about these things. They think, oh, their phone's going to work. What if they go and they turn the phone on? Let's just say this is an active phone. It isn't. I turn it on. And it says no service. Full battery, no service. Think about it. This is why you look into other options. You know, the handheld radio may or may not work, but then, you know, you have these people like, oh, I'm going to break the law and use a ham radio. Okay, cool. You're going to break the law and use a ham radio. But what if your ham radio doesn't reach? You got the proper equipment, you got everything, and it's not reaching. Computers are fried. The distance of one ham to the next won't connect because the repeaters are gone. Maybe half the hammers or radio's been fried. And you're sitting there like, oh, well, I lived in an area where it wasn't nuked. And then, you know, they finally do another wave, you know, and all of a sudden your reactor or whatever happens, you may have your TV running, but you're not getting your streaming service. So you sit there, you know, or let's just say hypothetically, the power grid's been completely shut down. Everywhere you go, your TV's not working, your computer's not working. You think, well, I'll just go outside and put a solar thing so I can radio my mom. Yet, you decided to put your money towards, and I'm basically being funny here, crap, okay, anyone who wants to put their money towards crap, right? One of the things you might want to get is a digital Geiger meter. I mean, say Brother Higgins decides he wants to set up his jackery, right? His jackery. Let's just say he's got a portable jackery. He's got like 8 hours of full power, right? So, and all of a sudden he's like, so instead he's bought himself a jackery, his new computer, everything else, but he turns around and doesn't have the digital Geiger meter. He goes out saying, let's just say the wind's blowing, the silent killer. He falls over dead within 3 days because he didn't think about the digital Geiger meter, which is a prepper's tool you need. I actually ordered one, by the way. I'll be showing it to you guys soon when it gets shipped. It basically will tell me if there's radioactivity in the area. Hell, the police department's looking to buy one. Same with the fire department. Same with the EMS. Same with every other government agency on this islands or on the islands, because they want to basically be prepared, because if the wind's blowing, we'll know if there is radioactivity. More likely, some of the islands will block it, but it also depends on the jet stream, right? So you have a digital Geiger meter. You can, for a couple $100, you can be, it'll tell you how many rads per hour, radiation per hour that's out there. Eventually, it'll die down. That's if you don't get hit over and over and over. You see? That's something I wanted to share with you guys. You see, when you're prepping, you need to prep for all situations. I mean, Tildor would agree, that, sometimes, when you buy your stuff, okay, now I'm going to go off a limb here for Tildor, because Tildor is like, make sure you have my chew and my beer, right? First, you prep water and food and potassium iodide tablets. And if you have anything left over, you buy your beer and you prep it. But most people don't buy beer just to store beer away. Beer does have an expiration date, so you have to drink it down. Liquor, on the other hand, doesn't. So if you want to prep and keep prepping alcohol, your best bet would be 80 proof or higher, because that stuff can last a long time as a prepper. So, think of it. People email me and they say, oh, what do you do with 80 plus proof booze? You can get 100 proof or 120 proof bourbon. And people sit there and they say to me, what do you do with it? You can use it as an antiseptic. You can use it as an antiseptic. You can get someone drunk, for example, a few shots of whiskey, keep it on hand just for an emergency as a temporary anesthesia. And then while they're out of it, you just pop their tooth and be like, okay, your tooth's taken care of. I mean, these people sit there, and that's something that you need to look into as a prepper. The American people need to realize that as a prepper, you have to take and figure out everything by everything. It's not just we're going to do this and do that and we're done. That is why I keep telling you guys to keep on prepping. When you prep for the long term, okay? It's not just like, oh, we're going to prep 1 month, nothing happens, we're done. No, you prep for the long term. Rotate your stock, eat down your stock. Yeah, I mean, I bet you before you even need to go to a grocery store, you can eat down a lot of your older preps and then restock it with new preps, and you're still fine. You see, as a prepper, you must basically either make the sacrifice to prep for you and your family, or you do like many of these Democrat and Republican douche nuggets who just think if there's a nuclear war, we're just going to hope like we get vaporized or die fast and efficiently so we don't have to deal with this. But on the other hand, you got these douche nuggets and douche waffles, and it's my opinion, not misinformation. That's literally stating, well, the government will just go raid people's houses and give us their food. And I smile and I say, really? So the government's going to go out in radiation suits that could be, the radioactivity could be so high that it could go through the radioactivity suits and kill the person anyways in the suits just to go get you food. Government won't be doing that. Government will be hunkered down in their own bunkers, hoping like hell they have a time frame that they can get out of the bunker to see how much damage is left or what's left of the countries or world. Out of the trillions of dollars that taxpayers spent over the years for military and bunkers, They're prepared. They're prepared to survive. The Republicans, the Democrats, the governors, the state governors, the mayors, the city council, they're all prepared in their own little bunkers, if there is bunkers. You're not. You paid for them to live, to dictate to your life, while you were basically dying, saying, oh, the radiation's getting me, I don't understand. Those guys are in a bunker basically eating filet mignon and steak while you're dying because you paid for them to live in that fucking bunker the rest of their lives while you're fucking dying on the battlefield or in a nuclear pool of radiation because they don't care about you. Think of what happened with the Lusitania. The governments in England did not care about the 230 lives lost or the babies lost or the 1,198 souls lost on the Lusitania when she sank. Why? Because they wanted to go to war. They wanted the Allies to jump in World War I. Think about it. Think about it. The Americans was told, right? Has anyone ever seen that 9/11 or it's called spare change 9/11 or slow change or whatever it is? I can't remember what it is. I'll find it for you guys real quick. I keep falling asleep about 60% into it, so I need to actually finish it today, okay? But the movie basically turns around, right? And it goes like this. Basically talks about FDR conning, World War II onwards. It's just a giant scam, okay? There's a video out there on YouTube. I hear there's a here we go, history. Okay, it's called so I fell asleep again, right? So it keeps popping up different things that I play, they're talking about documentaries I don't care for, but American after 9/11, loose change. Here we go. So it's loose change, right? There it is, loose change, right? An American coup, 9/11, right? I keep falling asleep 60% in, so I'm hoping to get through it, all right? Basically, they're talking about things like prepping, right? 9/11 happens, we have to go to war with the Arabs. Then they detain some people in Guantanamo. By the way, they said Guantanamo, Cuba was shut down. Still active. Go Wikipedia. I mean, literally, it disgusts me that they're keeping Guantanamo Bay open. And yet, the American people need to realize that you're paying for it. And yet, you got all these theorists out there. Okay, theorists. Mama Pee Wee sent me a video I watched. It was about China attacking us or you're going to war in 2025. It's all in the air, okay? Think about it. A lot of preppers out there don't care about 2025 because I'll tell you the truth of the preppers. There was a couple preppers out there a while ago that said, true preppers will keep on prepping. I had a comment about this. It was like Secret Fox or something and said that something like, the preppers are the preppers. The true preppers will keep prepping, right? There's two reasons why these people don't prep, okay? One is Secret Fox's comment. I think I still have it. It was, let me see, comments. I guess her comment was deleted. Wow, someone actually deleted it. Yeah, I guess you got Tony Bernard, who hasn't been in a while. And then you have, I think Secret Fox deleted themselves. Wow. Oh, yeah, here it is. They're giving up the fight because they weren't real preppers. Well, that's true. However, I got another thing to share with you. They were weekend warriors, posers. Prepping isn't about how many items you have. It's a discipline and a mindset. 90% of YouTube preppers are not preppers at all. They are hoarders and not living in reality. Well, that's true, but there's another reason why these people gave up prepping, okay? These people believed in certain channels on their YouTube channel. I know Higgins says, change your channel name or tag and you can get more. Maybe if we use the word prepper, people will tune in. No, you know what it is? If I change my name, it wouldn't matter one bit because, to me, People think I'm weird. Okay, people think I'm different. People think I'm not a prepper. Let me tell you about prepping, people. Okay, something that I think about. I've already told you, don't stock beans anymore. Don't stock rice. And surely don't listen to people that say, if you're over beans, you're good. No, you don't. You don't need 50 gallons of beans because you can't live on beans alone, because you got to soak the dry beans. And then, they're talking about canned beans. But is anyone going to be paying an exorbitant amount of money for canned beans? No. So let's think about it from a prepper's point of view. Okay. Another reason they don't want to do it is they think the government's going to keep them from having a Great Depression. The government's going to keep them from nuclear war. But the government can't keep them from prepping for basic natural disasters. And yet that's what people are prepping for. Oh, we're going to get a 3-month supply of groceries and stuff prepped away in case of a natural disaster. They're not thinking about nuclear war. They're not thinking, because they think, oh, if there's a nuclear war, Uncle Sam will just give us free food. That's how the people's mindset think. But there's another mindset to the preppers out there against the unpreppers. And that is, are you ready for this? The preppers believe that nothing's going to happen. Think about the Republicans. They all believe Donald Trump's going to save them. What if Donald Trump's behind bars and Ron DeSantis can't contain World War III and we go to war anyways? I mean, we're going towards World War III anyways. Okay, that's the thing that people don't realize. They think Uncle Sam will deter it. The kid basically steals documents. And they say, oh, the kid did the right thing, just like Edward Snowden. Good movie, by the way, if you haven't seen Snowden. I think it's on Netflix right now. Let me look that up. I think Pee-wee sent me that one too. But anyways, let me just do it this way, But anyways, the American people, right? Right? Here we go. There's Snowden. There's another movie. Edward Snowden. Then there's Meeting Snowden. So let's look at this one. So Edward Snowden is currently a rental. Then you got this one, Whistleblower Spy, on the Roku channel. Then Meeting Snowden is, again, you're right there. Meeting, it's all free. So you get 1 out of 3 for free. Or 2 out of 3 for free. Third one's a rental, okay? So one of the things you got to ask yourself, okay, I love all of you, by the way, is what is the main purpose of, prepping, right? Let's put it to you this way for you viewers out there that are still with me. Prepping is discipline, yes, but the government ain't going to bail you out. A lot of people are prepping for different things. I mean, I was told that when my phone service ends, that I can just put $15 a month. Right. Okay, cool. Then I was told, and I quote, that the American people out there, the American people out there, right, ask me all the time about, other things. I got emails like, well, you're a prepper, but, we'd rather die than basically be held in a bunker for years eating raviolis and Spam. The problem is there's a lot of things that people think about, okay? A lot of preppers out there, they want to live, the true preppers, they're prepping. They don't care, okay? The non-preppers, they think we're crazy. We're crazy. We're crazy because we're basically focusing on prepping and getting you guys prepared. Well, like my cousin Dinky said, okay, I love Dinky dearly. You know what she said the other day? Cousin-in-law Dinkster. She literally said, and I quote, what's the point of worrying about nuclear war? We're all dead or we're all alive. And if you're a prepper, you're alive. If you're not a prepper, you're dead. Maybe we shouldn't even worry about it and stress over it. Father-in-law says, give it to God. A lot of preppers out there that believe in God don't want to give it to God and think God will handle it. But what if God lets fucking say the capitals of every city in America, the capital states, every 50 states, all capitals get nuked? Well, there goes Brother Higgins. He's in a capital. But the point is what are you going to invest in more? I mean, look, I don't even think, okay, let me just tell you this. I love Brother Higgins dearly. He's a great moderator and a great friend and a great adopted brother. But I personally think, okay, something funny, okay. I think, okay, I'm going to break this down for you. My cousin, Dinky, she wants to live life to the fullest. Go to the beach, get a tan, show off her beautiful body, work out, do whatever. Don't worry about nuclear war, civil war. Well, there's all this talk from preppers about civil war in 2020 and 2022. That didn't happen, but they're starting to leave the preppers community due to the fact that, as Secret Fox said, they're weekend warriors. The problem is what you do now is you eat down your supplies you have and restock. Like for me, I already went through my stocks. I know exactly how much I can survive before I have to restock, which is months and months and months. Why? Because that's the way the cookie crumbles. And if there is something bad, you just throw it away in the trash. Mark it off as spoiled. But as a prepper, a lot of people out there, they either give to God and God will provide them food in a nuclear disaster, or you're these people out there that are now basically saying, look at this crazy crackpot. The news isn't pointing to nuclear war. The news ain't pointing to a banking collapse. The news ain't pointing to civil war. Really. Has anyone read or seen my video the other day about world news where Rocket Man fired a missile from North Korea to so see, look at this right here. See, North Korea says it tested a new solid fueled booster Hwasong 18 ICBM on Thursday. First tech launch of the new ICBM. The missile also did a stage separation. You see, this is why I keep that. Solid fuel means a state-of-the-art world standard and can be moved more easily and launched quicker than a liquid-fueled rocket. The U.S. main ICBM is the Minuteman III. Is powered by 3 solid-fueled rocket motors. See, there he goes, Defend North Korea, suppress invasions, and protect the safety of the nation. Yes. Thursday's launch by North Korea sparked mandatory panic on the Japanese northern island of Hokkaido after the government's emergency alert system warned to take cover. You see? Soon after, fear turned into anger and confusion as the evacuation order was lifted amid reports that had been sent in error, with local officials saying there was no possibility of the missile hitting the island. And Tokyo later confirmed it had fallen outside Japan's territory, or Japanese territory, in waters off the east coast of the Korean peninsula. South Korean military said at that time that believed the Pyongyang was testing a new ballistic missile, which it had showcased in a military parade. You see? And this is why I keep telling you guys to keep on prepping. Little man, Rocket Man, is basically the only one rattling the nuclear saber. Now, a lot of you know. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to sound rude or crude here, people, but think about that. Think about that for a minute. As a prepper, you read that and you say, oh, the U.S. has thousands of warheads. China's not going to launch against us yet. China's hoping Russia. See, here's what China is doing. Tactically, they're waiting for North Korea to basically be a short fuse and then go after America's. And then America will fire a few, wipe that dunghill off the map. And then China will be like, oh, well, we got some extra land in about 50 years. This is just my own opinion. It's not miscommunication, but the report is there. They're saying, oh, look at us. We got technology. How is North Korea getting this technology if they're basically letting their people starve? Think about it. See, a little tin pot dictator like Kim Jong-un doesn't care about his people. He cares about his fat, basically wide body, basically eating while everyone else starves while he builds a nuclear arsenal so he can go and demolish South Korea eventually. Meanwhile, China is basically saying, don't do anything stupid. He's doing it stupid. And then Russia is turning around and threatening too, but Russia also knows that if they do this, it would be an apocalypse, which means no one would survive the northern hemisphere. Even Korea would be wiped out. So I have a feeling this is why you need to prep. There's a lot of people out there that think, oh, the government's so good. Let me tell you something, all right? Me and Higgins talked about something the other day, right? Funny story for you, all right? We both said can't trust the government, right? You can't. There's people out there that trust more of the government and less of civilians, right? In England, there was a professor that once said, well, actually, it was Scottish. He said, at one time, you think the government would be out to protect its citizens and its people. It's only out to protect themselves. Think about it. So while these people sit there and say, oh, the government's giving us free phones and free internet and free this and free that, right? I mean, look at the other day, I was talking to a friend of mine, right? And my father came in. I was talking to my father-in-law about a guy I know, right? We won't say names. This guy is wanting extra money than his current income. And Dad flipped his lid and said the son of a bitch doesn't want to work, so he wants to fucking be a freeloading asshole off the taxpayers. Well, I said he worked for so many years, but he said, yeah, so he did this and did that. He's violating this, he's violating that. The secret government's got secret rules in place, and therefore this tick turd, Dad said, is just looking for a free ride. Well, think of all the people that pay taxes that hear people say, oh, I get $40 off my internet per month. Here. Oh, thank you. God bless you. So, let me see the stuff that you bought so we know we're on the same page. Little sun here. I want to see how the sun's doing. How's Ann, by the way? Doing pretty good. Yeah. How much was this one? $10.95?
$12.
Okay, so ear wash. So, it says here, shake well and simply cut the tip off the applicator and apply it liberally to ear canal. And gently massage base of ears. Clean excess with cotton ball.
Okay, we got cotton balls.
Facial tissue or facial tissue. Do not use cotton swabs. Use 2 or 3 times weekly to keep the ears clean and reduce odors. Okay, so we got this alcohol-free. Helps dissolve wax and debris. It's cocoa butter. So this is a prepping thing that we can look into. Ear wash for dogs. Okay, I can order another one on Amazon. Okay. So let me see for some cotton balls. I think we have a bag somewhere.
We should.
Where did my cotton balls dissolve? We have to buy cotton balls.
They're not that much. Cotton balls.
I had a whole bag of them somewhere. I think I had 2 bags of them at one time, but in here I don't see it. So
let's get to your video. I'll find.
I'm looking for some cotton balls for you, and get die if I don't eat my ear clean.
You will live.
There used to be cotton balls in a bag somewhere. Even though where it went. Oh, is this it? No, those are toilet cleaner bowls. You gotta get you up some grade eventually. Oh, does this work?
Yeah, those will work.
Okay, Mop, we got cotton balls for you, or cotton something.
Cotton rounds.
Cotton rounds. That will clean your ears. So what we got to do is cut the end off of this. Cut the end off. There's a little thingy here, and then see, and then we will apply it right away, and this will help clean your ear ball. So this is what happens when you look after. Oh, great. Do you see this, everyone? It's almost dinner time yet again. What's wrong? You said, oh, great. Well, what is it? Oh, well, just pull it out, go through the bottom, and put the rest in a drawer. Let it air dry. See? Save money there, people. This is why you prep sometimes. Anyways, so one of the prepping things I want to talk to you about before I go, I got Chloe taking care of her trips. She's taken care of. So hopefully with the milk, okay, I'll tell you my plan, okay, as a prepper. Hopefully, I'm not going to try to trigger Chloe. We, as in preppers, have enough milk. Oh, we got to get rid of that green bean casserole. You see, Chloe forgot to cook it the other night, so we lost a whole bunch of bacon. Damn it.
What? Lost a bunch of bacon?
Yeah, the green bean casserole, you didn't cook it the other night. She let it go to waste. We'll blame her for it. But anyways, let's just get back on focus. So with Hot Pockets, milk, and Spam, we should be good for at least 3 to 5 days. We also got some shrimp. I don't know if the shrimp's good or bad, but apparently these are. Chloe didn't see any expiration date. I'm always skeptical. So it says P&D USDA shrimp. This is wild American caught shrimp. So this is actually caught in the Louisiana bayou. But it doesn't have I can see how it needs to be cooked because there's ice connecting to it. But they don't have a expiration date on this. Yeah, This could be one of those donated shrimps unless the food bank got plenty of them. That could have been left out for hours upon hours, but we don't know. Of course, I was telling Chloe the other day I wouldn't mind a shrimp dish. Now, this is really good. I can make up some gumbo when she goes to Walmart. So I can make up sausage and shrimp gumbo for Chloe. So that's a prepper's thing. But anyways, let me just tell you that as a prepper, we have to focus on prepping, okay? So when it comes to food, you need to keep your food in orders. Like for example, Walmart, as shipping goes, they all is a pickup only. So apparently Walmart has just posted a thing to me on the website saying on the 18th of this month, that's 5 days, they're going to force us to buy, quote unquote, reusable bags. See that? She comes in and she's like, well, I'm going to use the internet now because I can. Yeah. So if you excuse me a minute. So I need to ask Chloe 2 questions in a minute. But I'm trying to look at my Buy It Again program. So food just went up again while talking 2 hours. Ramen went up. So, and my current ramen I buy is $15 a case. And then my mac and cheese is $18 for 12. So you have to ask yourself, I also like a good Cracker Barrel mac and cheese, but the problem is you only want to use Cracker Barrel mac and cheese when and if you can eat it down without wasting water. Remember, a lot of Cracker Barrel mac and cheeses are sold out due to the fact that that it is sold by third parties, and Amazon can't keep those foods in. A lot of people like mac and cheese as comfort food. So I'm just looking at mac and cheese in the box, right? So I like Kraft mac and cheese too, for example. Again, Kraft is usually sold out. You got regular Kraft for $6.50. That went up in price, by the way. Deluxe mac and cheese, 3-pack, $7.47. EBTs allowed. Annie Ann's shells and white cheddar, $40 for a 12-pack. That's a scalper, by the way. But if you want Kraft Deluxe macaroni and cheese, right there, $7.47, 4 cheese, $3.43. This is for one, or this is a 3-pack. This is a 1-pack for $3.43. The original is $3.43. Family size is $5.94. Sharp cheddar is $4.29 a box. White cheddar and bacon is $4.29. So you can see that they're really, really struggling with food supplies here. So whatever you buy, which is why I say you need to get your houses in order, because food is going to get hard. Like, for example, you also got to check on shipping dates. That's something I keep telling you guys. Check the shipping dates, because Target and Walmart are going the way of the dodo bird when it comes to prepping. And they're like, oh, pick up. Well, the other day I had a chat with customer service on Target and Walmart, by the way. I like Walmart myself, but I want to tell you guys the story because it is funny. And I said to them, I said, to them, how come, you ready for this? How come you guys are picking up? They say, well, for food items, people need to come into our stores. They shouldn't be completely relaxed and having their food items brought in, right? Well, there's DoorDash, as Dave said. There's Instacart, right? Well, I was watching Freebie last night, and they had an Instacart commercial, right? The Instacart commercial was for, Fred Meyer. And I said to myself, I would really like Fred Meyer. And, Chloe said, oh, yeah, I would like Fred Meyer too. And I said, it would be pretty badass, right? Fred Meyer's a good store. Fortunately, Safeway's got this pickup thing, right? So I contacted the people of Instacart and whatever, right? For Chloe, right? They got Safeway and delivery. Let me look for a second, right? So I said, right, Safeway delivery, right? So I went to this Safeway delivery thing, right? Then I called them, right? So basically, to start shopping, right? So, you can sit there and, so it says, you can't have it, pick up, right? You can pick up. But, so say I want Safeway delivery, right? So if I go, Anacortes zip code is 98221, right? Says, so go 98221, right? Now it's saying, welcome to Safeway, enter email address, continue. Log in to continue with your email. Fine. Whoops. See, that's okay. Continue with Google. Confirm. All right. Let's just see. Right. All right. So then it says shop, right? So basically, then I asked them specifically if I could. I wanted to meet. So let's just go meet seafood for a second. Okay. I saw something great, right? And this will tell me exactly what's at my Safeway, right? What they have available in store. because I was looking for a particular item, right? This is a tool I use. And if it isn't in there, it would be in the deli then. The deli. All right, plant-based meat alternative. I don't want plant-based meat alternative. What I want is your sales, right? Your sales. So we're getting to the point where they're putting stuff like bacon, it's right. I think it was Hillshire Farms I was looking for, but if they keep everything like this, then you'll never find the damn thing. Search Safeway, fine. RC Cola. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if this search really works. Okay. Okay, so it says we're looking for RC Cola at the Safeway. I can get cans or I can get 2 liters. Okay. Now, how about Hillshire Farms? I think that's what I'm looking for. Hillshire Farms. Smoked sausage. Okay, so let's see what's available because I'm looking for the cheese one. Yes. They keep posting the cheese one. So it says out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. So all this stuff is out of stock, right? Here it is. $5.19 buy 3. See, I found it, right? So it's the Johnson smoked better with cheddar sausage rope. See, that's what I was looking for. In stock, right? So I can tell them how many I want, right? So there you have it. So this store has it there, right? So I asked the delivery company, do you deliver to the ferry terminal? They said no. We deliver to houses, not ferry terminals. You see where I'm going with this? Funny as hell, right? So, anyways, I got to ask Chloe a question. I'll be right back. Nine, 8, top 2, 1. Higgins, you're insane. Give me 1 second. I'm going to cut this and then close and apply. Chloe. And then I want to talk to you about another. Okay. Mr. Scott, where's the scissors? Do I look like I know where the bloody scissors are at? You need to change your bloody underwear. It's starting to smell. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me find the scissors. I had them the other day. I moved them around. You know what? We'll just do this. See, a Swiss Army knife also comes in handy for when you need things. Higgins, I'll be with you in a minute. Okay. Here you go, Chloe. Oh, it doesn't? Wait, Mom, come here, baby. Mama, Moppy. Mommy Rita wants you. Come here. Come here. Look, you got some ear wash we're going to give you. Quit freaking running around. You ran under the bed, Chloe. Hmm? Yeah. So everyone, I can't get off YouTube fast enough because I have 2 jobs I got to do for Chloe real quick. Things that I could have done for Higgins, or Higgins could have got paid for, but we have not much work. Okay, so all right, so Chloe's like, send me the links. Fine. All right, so first thing is first, I need to use my calculator. See, I'm actually working right now, which Higgins is like, Rita's working. Second is I need to get my phone from Chloe in a second. Okay, so what the hell? I don't want every time I see, I'm going fucking blind, it seems. I said calculator, not fucking. Okay, so all right, so okay, so all right, so we want this. Ugh, fucking son of a bitch! I hate doing this because I gotta send 3 links out. Okay, first link done. It takes me. Okay. You gotta be kidding me. They're showing 14 fucking phones, and yet they're showing. Son of a bitch. Fine. Let's do all phones. I hate when they do this. All right, here we go. Did we get it finally? Yes, we did. Damn fucking son of a bitch. Now I gotta go backwards again and give her the last one. She's like, I want to change the phone. Yeah, okay, whatever. So skip top seller, go low to high. Here we go. There. Then I go back, right? All right, there we go. Where's Chloe? Oh, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Simon in her room looking up cell phones. Apparently, she's got my phone and she asked me specifically for 2 things to do before I log off. But since you're, maybe you'd like to ask some questions or comments because frankly, I was about to log off anyways. But since you're, maybe you have a question too. Hold on a second. Okay. You didn't hear because you're not getting out of this. So what's up? So I turned around, right? And I asked Chloe because she owes 85 plus other money. And She says, "Oh, I'll just break it down later." No, you won't. You'll just fucking stiff me anyways. So I should expect that. Mm-hmm. So, anyways. Oh yeah. Ugh. Awesome. 982201 and 1. Yeah, haha, very funny. It was a zip code to find out they delivered to the ferry terminal, Higgins. Moppy knows when to run, see someone coming with a Swiss Army knife. Haha. We needed the scissors, and we found out we don't really need the scissors. The ear wash, which I'm going to look up on Amazon, place an order for some ear wash. Ear wash. Okay, so there's a Bexley Labs inflammation and itch. I said eat dog ear wash. Mm-hmm. You got the ear well, the vet's best dog ear cleaning kit, the Tris ear flush, the pet armor rinse. You know what? I'm just gonna look at the best ones with the best reviews. Should have sent Higgins to find me the best ones. That'll be a good job. You know, I already told her, by the way, Higgins, so about the pay up sucker thing. So, but she's basically being a cheap son of a bitch. Ear rinse. Here we go. Ear wipes. Burt's Bees for Dogs Care Plus natural charcoal coconut oil. I don't even know what we got. I wonder if it's made in China. Oh, here it is. Tropic Clean. Cocoa butter. Apparently, we bought it, but it sold out. So, anyways, yeah. So I was looking for some ear cleaning stuff. So this is 14,000 12-ounce pack of one. So you know that might work. This one is ear relief. Good reviews. This one's got great reviews. Cucumber melon or sweet pea vanilla. I think I'd smell the cucumber melon, but see, I'm looking at reviews so I can buy the proper one so I can have extra on hand for Moppy. This is why we extra prep, you know. So, anyways, you said where's Chloe? Well, I'm waiting for a comment. Anyways, so $40. All right, let me see this. All right. So Orbic Journey 5. Oh, what are the reviews? Let's see. Do we even have access to the reviews? Nope. Yes, we don't. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. Okay, so man, she chose the shittiest one out of them all, it seems. The reviews are just darn like garbage. Dumb phones, yeah. Let's look. See, I love when you do this, you know. You buy these crappy things and then, you know, you get a crappy phone. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on, man. There's got to be better reviews than this. Okay, here we go. Okay. Good for calling and texting. So reviews are like, it's a piece of junk. Apparently she wants the more expensive phone. So I'm just checking the reviews. Apparently it's got shitty reviews, a track phone. So I'm just checking to see if there's any other reviews. Nope. Some guys, too many buttons. To get a battery, so someone says horrible customer service, brand names. You know what? This will be fine. I'll gladly get it for her. So someone's like pushing for a smartphone. Nice to know this. All right, so I will get that order placed. Give me 1 second. As a prepper, I'm waiting for you guys to comment. All right, so hold on a sec. I better go check on a few things. So, who's still with me? I need to check my balance real quick at KeyBank because I don't want to spend much money today. I think I spent more yesterday than today. Trying to be frugal. So I got my phone so I can call Higgins after I get my things in. It's almost 8 o'clock there. Dad, of course, wanted, oh no, Mizey, did he actually? I'll check Google Voice for a minute. Should be almost 8. So I just emailed Pops. All right, so. All right, so I have currently on my banking thing. Damn. Went down that much. Let me look. Netflix and Hulu was taken out. Okay, that's it. So Netflix and Hulu. I think Disney comes out. Already came out. Hmm. See, another charge. I don't know what came from. Was that the grocery store today? Usually, okay, that's King's. Okay, so what's the $11.88 charge for? You see, I got charged $11.88 today for see. Oh, is that the Yeah, that must be Moppy's. Okay, so now that that's done, anywho, so got my card, got my balance. Okay, so. Okay, peeps. Is anyone going to talk? So, yes, I'm waiting to hear. Okay, Pete, sorry about that. So the son of a bitch had to tell me about how she ran into the manager today, or not the manager, something or other. And I was like, okay, whatever, And then we're talking about phones, By the way, I'm gonna send Higgins an email real quick because I need Higgins to look up something for me. You know. Oh, So track phone, right? So I'm asking Higgins to track down a phone real quick. I got 3 links. Chloe's pissed. I told her the reviews are pretty crappy. So I'm gonna send out these links to Higgins real quick. So you got the Nokia, which has 2.5 stars. That's the real problem with this, is there's 2.5 stars for Nokia, right? Higgins can do a better job. The Journey 5, that's what Chloe wanted. Reviews are 1.7 again. And then the last phone was a TLC, I believe. Yeah, the TLC flip phone. All right, so Higgins, he's got a good nose for this technology crap, so I can just send it off to him. So that's what Prepper's extended. I need to call him anyways. So then I need to go over a couple things before I leave. I got a spreadsheet to do, by the way. Hold on a sec. I gotta fucking. It's like someone put a fucking booger on my screen. Okay, I'll have to clean it again. All right, so. So, anyways, I got my phone here. Coffee's done with a pinch. So I sent Higgins out that phone thing so he can actually look it up for me. So, anyways, I'll have Higgins look that one up for me, Oh, yeah, he was talking about that knife. Where did I put it so I can put it back? And then we're going to talk about the spreadsheet. Should take 15 minutes. Hey, Chloe, did you need that Swiss Army? Okay, here we go. See, it's closed. Anyways, so one of the things that I have to deal with today is freeloaders. Yep. Let me see what's going on so I get that spreadsheet. Yep, there we go. So I sent Higgins that email. Yes, yes, yes. But the problem is Chloe will lose her food stamps. Don't you understand? She's going to have to reapply. Okay, let me tell you. Because where she's going, Higgins, a halfway house, that means they supply all the groceries for her, which means she doesn't get food stamps. Think about it. No food stamps means no Obama phone. You see where I'm going with this? So just choose a damn phone for me and we'll get it over with because I got to fucking order it tonight. All right. Now, hopefully the phone gets delivered. That's a different story. But while we're shooting the shit, I got to get one spreadsheet done today. And then I'm going to call Higgins because, well, that's what's going to happen. But it's a prepping tool spreadsheet I need to check on. So it means I'm letting LibreOffice open. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I got that pre-order list I got to make too for prepping. See, it's not one thing, it's a million others. I've been forgetting about that. It's already Thursday. I'm supposed to get it done by Saturday. Chloe went to the food bank the other day. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's get this prepped, ready to go while I talk to you guys. So I told Chloe, right? You ready for this, everyone? So I told Chloe, right? I headed to Chloe. Currently, your expenses is $165, right? Then I had to go and downsize, right? I said, "Oh, you want the most expensive phone? Oh wow, I am entitled to it." Okay. And I said, "Okay." Right? And then when I told her the reviews are crappy, she turned around and said, "Oh, what am I gonna do?" And I said, "You should have read the reviews first, right? Well, have Higgins get onto it. Why should you have Higgins do it? You still owe it. Well, it's only, right? So me and Higgins has got a couple jokes to talk about soon. Me and Higgins are great peeps. Higgins is a great peep. So anyway, so we're talking about this stuff, right? And she's like, "Well, get the one that you think is great." Well, what do I know about phones? Now, let me just show you my phone, right? You guys might laugh at this, right? Look at this. Okay. So look at the buttons, right? You see how the buttons are bubbling out? Here, let me show you if you guys can see it. See how the buttons are all molded out from overheating and everything, you see? So basically my phone's like this, okay? It still works. She's like, "Well, get me a. Yes, only from the 3. She wanted the more expensive one. Fortunately, the review shouldn't be that hard to find, Higgins, due to the fact that, you know, Brother Higgins, because it's basically what it is. I mean, literally, we're not getting. Look, let me put it this way. All right, this is for everyone here, okay? You guys can comment if you wish. But I'm not paying for a smartphone. You guys could sit there and say, "Why won't you, why won't you pay for a smartphone?" I'll tell you why. Because I don't want to. Hold on. Something I want to do here. All right, hold on a sec. I'm going to put. All right, there we go. So, okay. All right. So, basically, we don't need a smartphone because, I'm not paying for it. You see, this is the problem you have. Okay. Let me tell you what's going on. And you guys I'm going to do a poll, I think, today, okay, for you all. Maybe. Let me just tell you the story, okay? Higgins is always like, oh, well, let me put it this way. All right. So Chloe expects me to pay the phone, right? Right? So she has communications with me, right? Cost me $15. $15. $15. Not too bad. All right. Since we're down here already, let's just see about this. So, yeah. All right. So, 15 right, dollars for the minutes. Anyways, what I'm trying to tell you guys, all right, just we'll figure this out later. I gotta continue. All right, there we go. So basically, it goes like this. I gotta pay for the phone. I gotta pay for the minutes. It's coming out of my pocket. So should I, as a person, be coughing up that kind of money, or for you guys, I love you by the way, to pay for should I, quote unquote, be allowed to pay any more for it? Okay. So basically, you preppers of the LG. Look, I'm not going to basically, what's your name? Fred Fuller? Fuller, I'm not paying for a top line phone. Look, I have an LG Flip, okay? They discontinued these. I like my LG Flip. Why? Because it works. So the thing is it my job to pay more money for something that I shouldn't do it? Think about this. Well, let's talk about mental illness for a minute. Fred, welcome, by the way, to my channel. You see, a person like Chloe turns around and gets like $1,200 a month, and yet didn't budget for a phone. And yet, whose job is it to fix? Again, mine. We can always let her go to the mental hospital without a phone. Then she has to go to Walmart when she gets out of the mental hospital to buy a phone. You see where I'm going with this? You see, You see, my point is why should I be paying for everything? See, you guys think that I'm just a freaking bank. I'm not a bank. I am a woman who, quote unquote, shouldn't be used as a bank. Yeah. I should be used as a non bank. Who the hell is this? So, you guys turn around and you say to me, why should I go with the smartphone, huh? LG version 60? Come on. I'm not paying for unlimited minutes and unlimited text for someone who may or may not end up in Arizona. Okay. To me, my pocketbook has to be, And then I hear, then I'm told, oh, I want to do payments. Really? Someone who's got the money, they just don't want to part with it, you see? And that saddens me because as a prepper, it saddens me to no end, because to me, it saddens me to no end because people think I should just basically, you know, you see, I'm not a damn bank. But everyone thinks I'm a damn bank. Mm-hmm. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Damn fucking son of a bitch. Stupid ass computer. Mm. So, my point being is it my job? Hold on a sec. To bail out someone who doesn't want to pay. You see, that's what bothers me the most. People think I'm just a damn bank. So, we're getting down to the bottom of the list. But that's the thing, you know. Mm-hmm. Getting down to the bottom of the list, people. But as a prepper, you got to ask yourself what's going to happen in the future. I don't know. All right, done. So that spreadsheet's done. Anyways, let's see. Someone emailed me. What did they email? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Some other people emailed me saying that it was not the USA that was assholes, but we now know the USA is an asshole too. Yep. Another said the reason she's not been online is her computer's been acting up, got a virus, and needs a new CPU or something. Also, her dog needs to have her teeth removed, which is like $2,000. Then her van broke down, needs a new starter, and her husband's having a problem trying to fix it. Yeah. So all in all, it's been shitty lately. Yeah. All right. So I guess what I'm going to do is. Hey, Kane. So it's about time you surfaced. Anyways, it's anyways, so with only one person watching, I guess I'm gonna get off, try calling Higgins. So dinner time is almost here. So I'd like to get my supper in. Before I do that, I'm gonna double bag the ham and double bag the prime rib, throw it in the freezer. I had the bones last night, so that was satisfied. Just needed to be done. So let's see. Here's my prime ribs. We'll just throw it in here, double bag it like I said. See, it's all done. I'll use up the prime rib soon. Double bagging it will save me some time and effort. There we go. And then the ham. We'll double bag this because Chloe doesn't want ham tonight. So we'll freeze this. I'll make soup out of the rest. Good deal, eh? Waste not, want not. These gallon bags are kind of expensive anyway, so. We must go through. There we go, see? Leftover ham and frozen, so I can make a soup out of it. There we go. So, it just leaves Hot Pockets for dinner tonight. So, stay tuned for another video tomorrow. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching tonight. Thanks for watching. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button. So some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button. Keep the comments nice is all we ask, and God bless you in everything you do.